Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before I begin, I'd just like to greet all my Muslim brothers and sisters with Eid Mubarak. May Allah accept our good deeds, forgive our transgressions and sins, and ease the suffering of all the people around the world, especially the Muslims. Eid Mubarak to you and your family. Okay, this is a very short video on how to perform Eid Salah when you go to the masjid and pray behind the Imam. Many people tend to forget how to pray Eid Salah because it's only done twice a year. So I thought I'll make a short video on how to perform the Eid Salah according to the Hanafi madhab. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the first thing you will need to do when you stand up behind the Imam is you will need to make the niyyah, the intention. Now, the intention does not need to be in Arabic. Okay, this is a misconception. The intention is actually comes from the heart. But what you need to be thinking inside your heart is that I intend to pray 2 rakats of Eid prayer. So it could be Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha. On this occasion, after Ramadan, it will be Eid al-Fitr prayer, which is wajib, which is compulsory, which is wajib, and it will be done with 6 extra takbirs, and it will be behind this Imam. So this is the intention that you need to keep in your heart before you start the Eid prayer. Now you will stand behind the Imam, and the Imam will lead the Eid prayer, and after the Eid prayer the khutbah will take place. Unlike Jumu'ah, in Jumu'ah the khutbah takes place first and then the salah takes place afterwards. For Eid, the salah will take place first and then the khutbah will take place afterwards. Okay, so this is the intention that you need to make before you start the Eid prayer. Okay, so the first position that you will be in is this position here, which is the standing position. Your arms will be by the side, and you would have made the intention which we just mentioned, and then you will start with the takbir by saying Allahu Akbar, and you will the Imam will say Allahu Akbar, and you will also say Allahu Akbar behind the Imam and after the Imam, and you will raise your hands up to your earlobes, approximately up to there, and then you will fasten your hands below your belly button or on your navel. So below your navel or on your navel. Some Imams say that you can fasten your hands above the navel, and that's absolutely fine. However, according to the Hanafi madhab, you will fold your arms either below the navel or on your navel. Okay, once you have done that, you will pray, you will recite Thana. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa tabaraka ismuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. Okay, so the Imam will recite this, and you will also recite this quietly, silently. After that, the Imam will raise his hand, and you will also raise your hand to say a takbir. So you'll say Allahu Akbar. So you will go back to this position here, and you will raise the hand behind the Imam, say Allahu Akbar, and then this position here where you will leave your hands by your side. You will not fasten the hands, okay? So I'll start again. So you will start your salah by saying Allahu Akbar behind the Imam. You will fasten your hands. You will read Thana, which is Subhanakallahumma. And then after that, the Imam will say Allahu Akbar. And you will also say Allahu Akbar quietly. Raise your hands and then put your hands to the side. That's the first extra takbir. Then the Imam will say Allahu Akbar for the second time. You will also say Allahu Akbar quietly and place your hands to the side. That's the second extra takbir. Then the Imam will say for the third time Allahu Akbar, raising his hands, and you will raise your hands and say Allahu Akbar quietly, and on the third extra takbir you will fasten your hands. Okay, so after that the Imam will recite Surah Al-Fatiha and the surah, and then you will go into ruku as normal, like this. Okay, after ruku you will get up and then you will go down to sajda. You will perform the prostration, you will perform sajda, you will get up and then you'll do the second sajda, and after the second sajda you will get back up again and fasten your hands, because that will be the second rakat. So after the second sajda you will get back up again and you will fasten your hands. Now this time round the Imam will start reciting the surah first. So after getting up from the sajda, you will just fasten your hands and listen to the Imam recite the surah, Surah Al-Fatiha, and then another surah. After the surah, the Imam will raise his hands, Allahu Akbar. That's the first extra takbir in the second rakat, and then place your hands on the side. So you will do the same. Allahu Akbar, and place your hands on the side. Then the Imam will say the second extra takbir in the second rakat, Allahu Akbar, and place his hands on the side, and you will do exactly the same. And then the Imam will say the third extra takbir, Allahu Akbar, raise his hands, and you will do the same, and you will put your hands by the side. And that will be your 3 extra takbirs in your second rakat. Then after that, the Imam will say Allahu Akbar and go into ruku. And then the salah will be completed as normal by doing the sajda, and then by reading at-tahiyatu and doing salam. Okay, so very quickly, I will go over that again. So you will start your salah, Allahu Akbar, and then you will fasten your hands. And then this is right from the beginning, first rakat. Then the Imam will say Allahu Akbar, and you will raise your hands as well, and put your hands by your side like this on the first extra takbir. Allahu Akbar for the second time, and then your hands by your side. And then Allahu Akbar for the third time, and then you will fasten your hands. Then the Imam will recite Surah Al-Fatiha and Surah, then he will go to Ruku and do Sujood, and then get back up for the second rak'ah. When the Imam gets back up for the second rak'ah, his hands will be fastened, and so will yours, and he will recite the Surah Al-Fatiha first and Surah first. Okay, so he will recite Surah Al-Fatiha and Surah, and you will need to listen. Okay, after Surah Al-Fatiha and the Surah, you will follow the Imam. The Imam will say Allahu Akbar, raise his hands, and then put them by the side. That's the first extra takbir for the second rak'ah. Then Allahu Akbar again, and put them by your sides. That's the second extra takbir in the second rak'ah. And then the third extra takbir, Allahu Akbar, and then hands by your side again. That's 3 extra takbirs in the second rak'ah. And then on the fourth takbir, Allahu Akbar, you will go down into ruku following the Imam. I hope that made sense to you, and I hope that makes it easy for you to follow the Imam in the Eid Salah, inshallah. Please remember me and my family in your du'as, and make lots of du'a for the Muslim Ummah. It's a difficult time at the moment, so please make du'a for all the Muslims around the world, and may you have a blessed Eid. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.